guys! So we went to a concert and it was pretty awesome.
It was, yeah, once again one of the best concerts we ever attended. Yay! That makes it the 3rd or 4th in a row. Which is nice, but also a bit weird.
We keep saying that.
Yeah.
So we went to see Park Jungmin of SS501 in Dortmund, which is super close.
Yeah, like from our home to the venue it was like 40 minutes.
Somebody offered their ticket. They were like, oh, I have this extra ticket, so whoever wants it. And I was like, I want it! So I got that ticket, which had the number, they were numbered, but that didn't really matter. I had number 52. And then in the end we also bought Maren a ticket, which is number 109.
Out of 150, I believe, for the special ticket.
Yeah, and these are VIP tickets. And for the VIP ticket you got a high five event after the concert.
Plus you were able to go in earlier.
1 hour earlier, but they kept they let the normal ticket owners in right after they finished the VIP ticket owners entry. But that's fine. Like there
weren't that many people.
Maybe 200 people, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It was a bit sad. But it was also really, really nice that way.
And very intimate.
It was incredibly intimate, and we were like we didn't really bother to run into the venue and line up in front of the stage, because first we bought shirts for some friends of ours. Hey guys, if you see this, hi, thanks for subscribing. And then we brought our jackets to the what do you call it?
I don't even...
The place where they store your jackets. If you know that, tell us in the comments.
Yes.
Because we really don't know. And then we went inside.
Yeah, and it was small. When we went to T-Top, we went to the same venue, but we were in a different room. And that room we went into for the Jungmin concert was even smaller.
You were so tired.
We went up to the stage and we stood in the 3rd row.
Which was also really nice.
Yeah, and we were the last row, actually. There were some people behind us, but they just stood around the room, not really.
I think in the center there were more rows.
Yeah.
But as usual we went to the side. And that was a really, really good idea. Because we might be delusional, but it felt like he was a lot more on our side than he was in the center of the stage or on the other side. So we were lucky.
Yes. But he was very great with the audience on all parts of the room. But let's continue.
Yeah, let's stay in order. So we went inside.
Yeah, and
bought some shirts.
Yeah.
Oh, also you were able to leave your presents there, so he could receive them afterwards, which was really nice. We only wrote a letter.
And we included a business card.
And yeah, then we went inside, we stood in front of the stage, and I think when they finished letting all the people in, the support act already started. And his name is Jungmin.
He's a pianist.
Yeah, and he was pretty awesome. He did really well. But personally, it felt like performance art, like modern performance art.
Yes. Plus, you don't go to a pop concert and expect someone to play the piano. That's,
to be honest,
that's two very different things they tried to combine there.
Plus it was more like a keyboard that he was playing.
Yeah.
He did really well, and what he did was really, really cool.
Yes, but we wanted to see Jungmin, so we might have not been as enthusiastic about it as we could have been.
This is not the pop music I expected, but we're definitely going to check out his website. I think it's also jungmin.com. So it doesn't say on here.
You should listen to his songs. He does some really nice arrangements of classical music and stuff. It's really cool.
He said himself that he's a pianist who arranges classical music into something modern and changes it around a bit. And that's just what he did. And yeah, in a different place, at a different time, that would have been pretty freaking awesome. Yeah. It was cool.
But we
hands down.
to see Jungmin.
But we were really excited for Jungmin.
And then he was finished. He didn't play that many songs.
No, he didn't. He like 3 or 4 or something.
Yeah.
4, I think.
And then the main act started. So Jungmin and his 2 very handsome background dancers went on stage, and let's be honest, the stage was pretty much full with 3 people.
Yeah, it was super tiny. But that, like, we were still so close to the stage. It was really awesome. and he started off with Romeo.
Yes.
So he started off with Japanese songs.
Very, very heavy makeup, very styled hair, and a very cool image.
Yeah, and he was incredible because he, like, okay, Romeo is somewhat of his Japanese more serious stage personality,
Alter ego.
right? Yeah, it's like his alter ego somehow, and he stayed completely serious through this whole stage. Like his face was super serious, a bit sad, and he did so well.
And he performed awesome songs. We won't name the
He
songs, but all of the stuff he released, he did. Plus something he did, and we don't want to be mean, but a while ago his singing was still lacking a bit when he was singing live, and we were a bit scared about it still being not that awesome, but he started singing and it was so perfect. He hit every note and it was just wow.
It was
wow.
incredible. He's incredible. Also, he came on stage and you saw him and he was so pretty.
Yes, he was beautiful.
Incredibly pretty. And he, during the second or third song or something, he sat on the stage right in front of us.
Yes.
Like he sat down on
the corner of the stage.
corner of the stage and like looked into the audience. That's something he did from the very beginning. He always looked into the audience and made eye contact with as many fans as possible. It was so cute to see.
It's something
like,
else that made it incredibly
personal
and
intimate. It was so awesome. Like he would always look into the audience and you would see how he'd look at one person, then at the next one, and how he'd go through the rows. It was so good. And then he changed outfits.
Yes.
And I was already getting sad, to be honest, because I like his Japanese stuff a lot. It's really good, but I love his Korean stuff, especially his first album or first CD.
That's really great. You should listen to it.
Yeah, and I was getting a bit sad because I thought, oh man, he's not going to do that. He's not going to do many songs from there. But then he changed outfits and he took off all his makeup.
Yeah.
Well, not all of his makeup, but like his heavy eye makeup.
And they combed his hair a bit.
And he came back on stage and he suddenly wasn't Romeo anymore, he was Park Jungmin. Which was pretty cool.
Yeah. And from there on he was so bubbly and really cute and so awesome. He also sang a lot of his OST songs.
Which was kind of cool as well.
Yeah, and he performed one song in Chinese that was also very cool. So he performed in 3 different languages on this concert.
Which was awesome.
Next to very awesome songs, he was also super cute when he talked to the audience. There were a few things that weren't that good, but we will cover them quickly later. But he tried, when someone shouted something like Tabak at him or Oppa, he always would ask, what's that in German? Oh, well, he said...
He was so cute!
He said Dutch because the German word for German is Deutsch, and he kinda... I think he wanted to pronounce that one. It was so cute.
He was so adorable. He was like, Dachi, what?
and we would... Well, the audience would scream words at him, and he would try to repeat them. It was so adorable because he tried so hard, and it felt so good because it felt so special.
It did. He was really good at making you feel that that's really special for him.
Yeah.
That you're there and that he's in Germany, and God, he did so well. And he also said he's gonna give us, at some point he was like, okay, from now on I'm gonna give you presents. And of course the presents were songs. And he did a duet
With Jung-min
from Double S
for an OST.
I mean, Jung-min was obviously not there.
No.
But the song sounded so good, and it's not out yet, so we're really looking forward for that.
Yeah, because it sounded awesome.
It sounded so good. It was such a good song, and if it's only half as good on the CD or as a digital copy as it was live, then it's gonna rock. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
And he continued. He did all of the stuff that ever came out as a single. He performed.
Yes.
Definitely. Like he did Beautiful. That was his first Korean song he did. Because
Yes.
they first showed the music video and then he performed it. I was like, oh, we're only gonna see the video, but then he performed it.
I thought he would perform Not Alone as an encore, but he did not. Which was not bad, but I just thought it would be an encore.
I figured it would be too. But it was fine.
It was awesome.
The encore stages were really cool. He did 2 songs.
2 queerly bubbly songs that we didn't really recognize.
No, I knew one of them.
Yeah.
But
they didn't really stick. They were just fun, and he was bouncing on the stage, and his 2 background dancers, and it was really adorable. Her first, his 2 background dancers would do some special moves, and then he tried to do some, and he had to laugh so hard that he couldn't continue singing because he didn't dare do that well on the dancing part. But it was just as charming.
He was so honest. And then the last song he did was a song Calling for You
by Double S. Well, he sang all of it, but the whole audience exploded in cheers because it was. None of us really expected him to do something from Double S, but it was so awesome. He also really encouraged everyone to sing along, and then he would mouth the lyrics so we could try to pronounce them. Which was really cute. So adorable.
And he was positively surprised about how many people were able to sing along, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. So the concert finished, and we were all ushered out of the hall thingy into the front foyer, yeah. And then we were told to line up, and now those pretty little bands come in because the normal admission people had to leave after this, and everyone who got a VIP ticket was allowed to give him, well, they called it handshake event. We figured it would be a high five event, and we lined up and were really excited to give him a high five, and we slowly started proceeding towards him. And I saw some girl hugging him, and I was like, oh my god, she's so strong for being able to hug him, to ask for a hug. And then we got there, and Lisa gave him a high five.
Yeah, I was the first one of us to go, and I gave him a high five, and I babbled some stuff about how happy I was that he was there, and he was like, I'm happy too, I'm happy too. And then he was like, okay, now hug me.
And he opened his arms.
And I was like, no! I can't! How could I hug you? How would that work? And then he just basically, he pulled me towards him and hugged me. And he smelled so nice.
And he was taller than us.
Yeah, he was pretty tall and so soft.
So cute. Also had his whole crew standing around him. That was also very cute.
Yeah, they were all there.
Yeah, and we hugged Park Jungmin. That was pretty epic.
Plus, I am not like that. Like, I don't get completely nervous, knocked out about idols.
No,
but when he let go, and they were like, okay, you have to walk over there, and I was like, oh I couldn't really walk because it was just so. He was. I imagined him being perfect. But he was so much more than that. He was so beautiful and nice.
Yeah, he was just... Wow. And yeah, that's how the night ended. When we went out, the pianist guy was giving out signatures, which was very cool as well. I also heard from some girls that they took pictures with him. So that's really nice, I think.
And what we heard afterwards was that some people went behind the venue, and when Jungmin got out, he gave them autographs. We didn't wait that long because we were pretty tired, but still, it was so worth it. It was so good.
Yeah, it was. And now just to cover this, because that was really not cool. First of all, the security was very unfriendly.
They were super strict.
Yeah, and
towards people who didn't do anything.
Yeah, everyone was behaving really well. No pushing, no screaming. We were all really nice. I didn't expect that, but they were so mean, and they said some really mean things just because they could. Like, one girl asked, could I ask him for a signature? And they were like, no, you can't. That's mean, isn't it?
And they were like making fun of her, which was super unfair.
Why would you do that?
They talked to her like she was 10 years old or something, and she wasn't. She was, whatever, I don't know, maybe 16, 17, 18, no idea. still, they could have treated her better.
And
All of us, they could have treated all of us better. Like when you lined up in the foyer, they made you line up or pretty much, you know, you had to give your codes to the place over there, and then Jungmin was over here, right next to it. And you were lining up in front of
the codes
basically. And so we were finished, and Maren was like, okay, I have to get our coats if we have to go outside because it was freaking cold. And the guy was like, no, you can't get your coats now. You have to wait outside. And we were like, hell no. Never are we gonna go outside and wait out there and freeze to death. So we waited like right in front of the entry, still inside.
Another thing that really, well, sucked. Well,
there were many technical issues.
Yes.
Like,
they played the wrong songs.
And several times. If it happens once, it happens, right? But several times they kept playing the wrong songs. Also, while he was talking, he started playing the music for the next song or whatever song, like never know. So,
and he was really cute about it. He laughed, and the whole audience said it was okay to him, but it was just
you could see that he slowly got a bit frustrated.
Yeah,
like he at some point he yelled at the technician for fun. Like he wasn't yelling for serious. He was like, in Korean, he was like, "That's the wrong song." But
it was just. It also left a very bad picture about Germany, in my opinion, because the technical people were pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they were from the venue, not from Korea.
Definitely.
So that's probably why there were so many issues with it, but it was just really frustrating. I think also they started playing music while he was still changing, because at one song he came alone on the stage and his background dancers
came after a while. Yeah. And he also wasn't able to use his that mic, the headset mic. He always had to use like a hand mic, which was really stupid for some songs because they had a choreo, and so he could only dance hard.
Improvised it very well.
He did. He did really well at that. No, but he did really well with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't. He wasn't to blame. His crew wasn't to blame. It was just the crew of the venue, I guess, and that was pretty stupid.
So we haven't talked about the
lining up part.
The lining up part, the part before we went inside.
Which was we were allowed to go inside at 6, and we arrived at 5
something
20, 15, so we didn't really line up for long. But when we did, there was always a guy with a camera.
Yeah.
With, I think it was our camera.
Yeah, it could be.
He had
a really fancy microphone on.
Yeah, a guy with a camera, and then another guy with him who spoke English.
Yes. It was okay.
I think he also was the translator, right? He translated during the concert. That was him, right?
Yes, that could be, yes. I didn't see that.
Which was okay. The translation was okay.
So they recorded us, and I was like, Lisa, talk to them. You can talk Korean. Talk to the camera.
So I gave them, first I gave them our business card, and I was like, here, take this in Korean. I was like, we make videos about K-pop on YouTube. And the guy was like, whoa, that's so impressive. You speak Korean, say something. I was like, no, that was not the point. I'm sorry. But then I only messed up a few times within 2 sentences, so I think it worked pretty well. And then they also started selling light sticks outside the venue. But yeah, that was kind of cool as well. I think light sticks were
15 euros.
15 euros.
That's okay. That's not really cheap, but getting them online.
Plus, this is a really special light stick. On the top it says Dortmund, Paris, and then Moscow.
That's 2-3 cities here.
That's kind of cool. So yay, special light sticks.
Yeah.
So.
But that was the concert in a nutshell. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. The concert itself was perfect. Everything around it was a bit messed up by,
as usual,
Germans. Not him.
Not him and his crew. He
was
really
gorgeous.
Well.
He was very talented. He was just perfect, and I would go see him again every time he comes back to Germany.
And he promised to come back. That was really cute. When we got our coats, he was still there, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna leave, guys, bye. And we were like, okay, leave, bye.
He said bye in German.
Yeah, he said choose. He said choose.
But that was so cute.
So we waved at him and he was like, okay, I'm gonna come back, 약속. So that was really, really cute. So hopefully he's gonna come back at some point.
Yeah, it would be awesome.
So that was our
review about Park Jungmin's concert. If you like concert reviews, well, we don't have that lot of them, but we also do a lot of other stuff on our channel. We do MV reactions, we do unboxings, we talk about K-pop in general, so if that's your thing, why not subscribe to our channel?
And if you liked this video and if you were also at the concert, please give us a little thumbs up and leave a comment below. Talk about your concert experience. Was it as awesome as ours?
Did you go to any of the other concerts where weren't there that many technical problems? Because we really hope there weren't.
So if you went to Paris, please tell us. Moscow is gonna be tomorrow,
I believe. I don't even know.
so have fun there. It's gonna be epic. Thank you so much for watching and we will hopefully see you soon. Bye bye!